for their accurate reportage of the evil that took place in my house, the carnage that took place in my house on 2nd of December 2019. I want to use this opportunity to thank you especially for your work and your effort in giving it accurate report. So reportage, I appreciate you people. However, I want to say a very fundamental development I wish to bring to attention of the media. And also this case. Without prejudice to the subsisting court suit I filed against the police, the federal government and the military for the murderous invasion of my house on the 2nd of December 2019, I wish to alert the world via this press conference on the existence of a terror group presently working in collaboration with Nigerian State Police Command. Recall that in my various public statements I made immediately after my investigation of my house, I let the world understand the fact that the military security personnel that came to my house on the 2nd of December, we are all hired for that purpose and hugely paid. And I also made the world understand via my publications that these guys are not security personnel, that most of them are assassins in security uniforms. I made them to understand that fact. And on the 2nd of December 2019, the Anambra State Police Command, CPT specifically, Commissioner of Police for Anambra State, in his desperate effort to cover their evil tracks, issued a statement which we are going to make available to you, stating that they called for reinforcement at some point from Army Barrack on Onitsha. Then before the soldiers joined them in the murderous invasion and the carnage, burning of the house, killing of the people, slaughtering of the people, looting of my properties, and burning down the entire community. Now, on the 5th day of February 2020, this matter came up for hearing and unfortunately called in seat. The military filed a response to my matter in court. However, without prejudice to the merit or otherwise of their claims before the court, it is important to state that what is very fundamental to highlight in their response to my case, borders on the fact that military is denying totality of ever deploying soldiers to my house or participating in the operation whatsoever. This was a process filed by the lawyer representing the Nigerian Army and the Chief of Army Staff. So it now became obvious that the federal government is to be called upon to interrogate, probe, and also investigate the people who were all in military uniform at that time of this invasion, and who were also all armed with sophisticated weapons, ranging from guns and all forms of guns, and also with APC, armored personnel carrier, which is commonly referred to as armored tank of the military. So the federal government should also investigate the CP to ascertain who they were, because in view of the military denial, serious denial on oath, because this information were all verified on oath, that they never took part in the carnage, they never deployed any soldier to my house, they were not part of the operation. So it's now beholds on the federal government to investigate the CP of Anambra State, because it's very, very fundamental, especially now in view of the rising insecurity in the country. So it is possible, and it's not unlikely, that the CP and her cohorts are training militia in Southeast, whom they are using for operation of this nation. So that's why I want to bring this to attention of the world, because the military said they didn't come. I'm not to dispute their claim. I am not here to say to attack what I'm saying, but in fact, there is a serious security issue that borders on national security. So the state to investigate the police to ascertain who came to my house with them, because it's obvious that what happened in my house was a crime against humanity perpetrated by those who came to my house for that purpose. They were not there to perform any police function or duty or any of the obligations or functions of the police assigned to them under the law establishing them. They are not there to do that. So the world has come to see that what police came to my house was to assassinate me, and also from Anambra State Command to assassinate me, and also to kill everybody on site in my house, which led to the murder of about 4 persons in my house and burning down of my houses and also the entire community. They were in court, but it's important for me to bring this to bear. Then 2, I wish to use this opportunity to call on the world, to call on the federal government to immediately withdraw the security personnel, the military deployed to Nnamdi Kanu's premises, my client house. I am not aware of any law, either state institution or federal institution, empowering the state to deploy soldiers to a peaceful home, peaceful harmonious home. And there's no law also, or any executive order, either from the state or federal, prohibiting the burial of my client's parents security personnel sent to Afadogu at the state. That's what I'm calling for our government to do now. To avoid any form of bloodshed again, we have the Southeast have remained peaceful, relatively peaceful in a long past, in a long while. We've not been able to spend any kind of carnage, except what happened in my house on 2nd December 2019. So we are calling for our government to withdraw the soldiers sent to the plot of Nnamdi Kanu's premises to stop them from burying their mother. There's no order that said they cannot bury. There's not even court order that's stopping them from burying their parents. That's what I want to use the opportunity to call on the federal government and also the international community, foreign governments, and also reform institutions to get involved in to avoid further bloodshed in the Southeast. It's very important because this is important and very serious security matters. Now, soldiers should be deployed to crisis-ridden areas. They should go to the northern states where security is on the rampage. They should go there to contain activities of Boko Haram and terrorists and bandits who are operating freely over there. They should not be there to disturb the peace of people who are about to bury their parents. So that's why I'm calling on the federal government and also calling the Southeast governors to get a word into the problem before it will get out of hand. I'm calling on the 5 Southeast governors, particularly the leader of the Southeast Governors Forum, to get involved and call for immediate withdrawal of those troops so they can have a peaceful burial of their parents. Thank you so much for coming. If I cannot sit at this stage whether he will be present at the burial because I've not discussed that with him. So he may be around, he may not be around. So there's no law that say you cannot attend the father's burial, the parents' burial. So or anybody stopping you from coming there. So, but I can't just confirm to the world that he'll be there at this stage or will not be there.
There may be need for them to still be around, considering the number of persons who may turn up on that day for the burial.
You see, this is a private arrangement. It's within the ambit of the power of laws, of their powers, to states to define the kind of person that will attend their burial. It's a private burial. It's not a public burial. If I'm like the day I buried my other brother, I can say I don't want to see Mr. XYZ in my house. Simple. For that burial to be peaceful. So it's within their right to state the kind of person, authorities, security agent that they want to participate in the burial. Of declaration of public notice declaring me wanted is a non-issue. First of all, the court has neutralized that. We have started in court order stopping them from taking further steps in that matter. So they are fully aware of the court pronouncement on that. So if the court direct parties to remain status quo and no attempt should be made at arresting me, that has neutralized whatever they're saying. Because I know the essence of that declaration is to they thought that by that declaration that will not afford me opportunity of telling the whole world what transpired in my house. They think they will come in, not come to the public to tell the world. So you can witness that immediately I came out to announce to the world with verifiable evidence, video evidence, clips and everything of what happened. The narrative changed because they're not in my house to arrest me. Simple. I was in the house. I was in the house from 24th of November to 1st of December. Before I will come back on that 2nd of December. But because of the matters I have on Monday and Tuesday, I said to stay back for the burial. So if I have committed any offense unto law, they have come to me. Not before then. They have come to me. I have 2 offices in my office. I have office in the I'm not away from the agency. I know the police. They have simply sent for me. How can will I avoid the invitation? The answer is no. So also I spoke with the ACP who led them that morning. I said I was coming to your office at about 11, between the hours of 11 and 10. Then they didn't wait for me to come. I came back and I was on the way to the office when they started shooting at my house. Persons were killed, but we were able to get to take custody of 2. So they've not given account of 2 persons. 2 other persons we are still looking for.